Previously on Noob to Godly.
Welcome to the very first episode of Dungeon Quest Noob to Demonly. I'm your host, Demon Lord Azraelic. And I'm not going to talk a whole bunch, I just want to go straight to playing. So I think I'm going to be a warrior, and I'm going to pick this Fireball and Taunt. I think Taunt sends out these radio waves that makes all the enemies run away from you, but I'm not sure. And I think with the Fireball you can... I don't know. Okay, so let's start out. We're going to do Desert Temple Easy. And let's do Hardcore mode. Okay. I watched all of Vampiric's guides, so I pretty much have a good strategy on how to group up these enemies. So what I do is I run up to them. Okay, make them all start following me. Okay, it's working so far. Okay, once you have them all following you, then you use the taunt, and that should make them run away. But it's not working for some reason. Okay, I'm going to try to jump up on here and think that they won't be able to... Oh no. Okay. I don't know why they're still hitting me. Okay, if you run up here, they'll get... No! I was trying to get them stuck up there, but... This game is so random. There's just no skill to this game. Anyways, this game is very random. Like, there's lots of random stuff that will just kill you, and so I think we got killed by the... out of the random glitch or something. But anyways, I think I know what the problem is. We need to upgrade our weapon first. We hadn't upgraded our weapon at all, so what you do is you come here to upgrade. Oh, we need to put the weapon away first. Okay. So we're a warrior. So they have physical damage and spell power, and this one already has a lot of physical damage, so I think I want to upgrade the spell power, because the spell power seems super weak right now. Okay, we don't have enough money, but now the weapon's a little bit stronger. It's strong in physical and spell power. Now, the other thing that's important in this game, that's where you can upgrade stuff, but you can also sell stuff. And here's where you go to sell stuff. You basically click on the items and then you click sell. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another dungeon. Oh no. I accidentally sold my sword. Why did you allow me to do this, V. Cathy? Anyways, forget this. I'm just going back to Adopt Me.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Quest Noob to Godly. In the last episode we made it above level 105, so now we can do the Canals Nightmare. Let's take a look at our current gear. Right now we've got a mage helmet that's fully upgraded from Samurai Nightmare, and so is our armor. Our weapon's actually from Canals Insane, and it's not upgraded at all. And at the end of last episode we were using Illusion Blast, which we got from Samurai Nightmare. And we've still got all of our skill points into spell power. And I'm not using all the skill points just because I don't want to be too overpowered. Alright, let's go ahead and try Canals Nightmare using our old gear just to see how much we'll need to upgrade. At the end of last episode we found that you need to be able to beat each of the packs of enemies in about 3 spells max. So 3 of the Illusion Blasts. If it takes more than that to beat the packs, you're probably going to run out of time. So let's see how many it currently takes to beat them. First pack's a little bit hard because you don't have that much dodging room. Pretty much I just like to circle them. And don't turn it all. Don't turn it all unless you have the speed spell going. Otherwise you're probably going to miss them. Alright, I think that's about 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and he ended up catching up to me. If you turn much at all when the speed spell's off, you're going to end up dying. Okay, so we're way too weak. We need to be at least twice as strong, it looks like. Okay, at the end of last episode, we got this new mage helmet, the Salvage Mage Hat. And if this is fully upgraded, it will be about 60% better than our old helmet. So that's really good. I think that's actually one of the biggest jumps I've seen from one dungeon to the next. And we didn't have as good a luck with the armor, but if we upgrade this, it will be about 40% better than our old armor. So that's still good. So on average, it looks like we're getting about 50% for each of these. So let's go ahead and upgrade both of these. Alright, here's what we currently look like with the new armor and helmet. Definitely not my favorite. So now we're at about 16k on the helmet and almost 13k on the armor. Let's try this. Okay, so now I'm going to use the spell only 3 times, and I want to see how much health the warriors have left after using that. And that way I'll be able to get an idea of how much I'll need to upgrade. That'll basically tell me how much stronger we need to be. Okay, that's 2, 3. I'm going to let them purposely kill me, because then I can look at their health better. Alright, I just looked to see how much health the enemies had left after we used 3 of the illusion blasts. And it looks like we're going to need to be about 33% stronger than we currently are to be able to beat them using only 3 of the illusion blasts. And if we fully upgrade our weapon, it will make it about 35% stronger. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and fully upgrade the weapon. I think if we had better armor, if we weren't using green armor, we probably could have gotten away with not having to fully upgrade the weapon, but our bad armor is making us a lot weaker. Okay, so now our weapon's at like 92k. Let's go ahead and try that. If this doesn't work, we're probably going to have to get better armor, but hopefully it will. Okay, 1, 2, and it may take an extra since I missed the mages some of those times. Okay, we did beat the warrior. The mages were not taken out because they weren't inside of here for one of the spells. So I think that's going to be okay. I think it's possible with what we have now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're really close. Maybe it needs to be slightly stronger, but I think we're okay. Let's try it with this at least. Like I said, we're pretty much fully upgraded right now, so. And in case you missed the insane video, pretty much what I like to do with this boss is just circle him. And when you see that ghost chasing you, be careful because the ghost runs really fast. And if that ghost hits you, it will take twice the damage that a normal hit would. Yeah, kind of zoom out a little bit. It helps to be able to see everything better. Okay, there's the ghost. You can turn while he's chasing you if you have the speed spell enabled. Okay, we got him. Okay, with this area here, make sure if you have a group of people that only one person at a time enters. It's very easy to get your whole team killed if everybody runs through that door at the same time. Okay, with this part here, I just kind of like to run up in this little corner here. And with this part here, it's all warriors. So I'll use 2 of the spells to run them back and then turn right around here and start heading back. That way I'm close to the next area. Okay, now we're at the second mini boss. For this part, I like to zoom out pretty far so I can see everything better. Okay, back up when you see him do that because he's throwing those things. If you get hit by that, it will hurt you and the rest of your team. And when you see that sword over your head, you have to go to that blue circle over there. If you don't, that will also damage both yourself and the rest of the team. And I didn't dodge that line right. So yeah, be paying attention to the ground. Pretty much what I'll normally do is when those lines are coming out, as soon as the line disappears, go to where the old line was When you do that, usually you can dodge it. Okay, so I'm going to this side since the line is closer to this side. If you don't do that, a lot of times it makes it hard to dodge. But yeah, this boss is a little bit hard if you have to beat him up close. You could also use the tsunami if you want to use one tsunami and hit him from farther away. You can do that. But you need to save at least one of the speed spells so that way you can make it to this circle. Sometimes the circle is hard to make it to if you don't have a speed spell. Okay, we got him. With this part here, there's not a lot of room, but if you're careful, you can kind of run around here. Just don't turn and let your speed spells go in, like I said. Okay, with this part here, it's just warriors. So I'll normally use the speed spell and bring them back over here and get them trapped on this wall. Okay, here, use the speed spell and then come over here on top of these stairs. That lets you dodge all those. Okay, now this part here is a little bit tricky. You see the enemies over there? If you run straight up to them, they're going to shoot a bunch of lasers at you. So normally, I'll come over here first, get them to shoot out the lines, and then I'll come up. And I found that I'm less likely to die usually doing that, but a lot of people die there though if you just run straight up. Yeah, and it's hard to hit the mages and the warriors at the same time, so I notice I do need to use a fourth spell for like a little bit sometimes to finish off the mages. Now this part here, you can actually walk these warriors up here and beat them at the same time as this other group. And that helps to save a little bit of time. Yeah, I don't know. This actually took way longer than I thought. I think I did die once, but we have way less time than we did with Insane. So we got like 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Okay, this dome over here will give you a shield, which will protect you from one of the boss's attacks. So you've got to go to that and get it as soon as you see that. And then pretty much what I do is I just circle the boss. Okay, he just threw out another one. And that flash you just saw, that's the special attack. So if you do not have the shield, I think it damages you twice. It does like twice the damage of a normal attack. I don't think we would have had time to beat him, but that time I got kind of trapped. We got close. We got close to beating him. I think we could have gotten him down to maybe about 25%. Yeah, my problem last time was I died a couple of times, and I also had to use an extra spell a couple of times. So a lot of the times I had to use 4 of the spells because I was missing the mages when I was going around in circles trying to kill the enemies. I think if I could have done better with that and not died, I probably would have had enough time, but it's close. Alright, let's try this again. See if I can do better. Yeah, as I'm running up to them, the mages are not getting hit. Yeah, so it maybe takes an extra tick or two. Since we're so close, I think I am going to use at least one of the skill points. Oh no. I used the speed spell too early, and I lost all of my speed right as the warriors were catching up to me, so that's why I ended up dying. So don't do that. I was trying to save time. Yeah, I'm doing bad now. I was trying to save time and get up to them quicker by using the speed spell, but they ended up messing me up. So don't use the speed spell until you're closer to the warriors. Oh no. I was trying to get forward a little bit so I could hit the boss. I thought I had almost killed him, and then I must have barely been touching the line. Yeah, so I messed up enough to where I'm probably not going to be able to beat it this time. I'm going to go ahead and reset. I may even try switching to Tsunami at the second boss, just that way I can stay a little bit farther back. And I'll use one of my speed spells just in case I need to be able to make it to that circle in time. The Tsunami does have more damage per second, but I won't be able to be using the Illusion Blast that much because I'll need to save it. That way I can make it to the circle if the sword comes over my head. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's going to help or not, but it would make it a little bit easier to stay back from the boss. But for this boss, since you can easily circle him, I think you're better off just using 2 Illusion Blasts here, not a Tsunami. Yeah, it seems like it takes a really long time to beat that first boss. Yeah, I got a little bit close there. Alright, I'm going to try switching to Tsunami at the boss for one of the spells. And see, I needed the speed spell just then. I was inside the circle, but I guess it thought I wasn't in there enough. Yeah, don't try to hit the boss and stay inside the circle, because that's what messed me up. I was trying to get to where I could stay in the circle and hit the boss, and then that made me, I guess, be barely outside the circle. Okay, we actually still beat it. I'm surprised. So here's what we got. We just got a runic spell scythe. It's 100k, and that's actually better than our old weapon immediately. So now we can switch to this. We also got this amethyst spell scythe, 70k. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to make it much easier for us to beat it without almost running out of time. I should be able to take out the packs of enemies just using 3 of the spells now. Alright, I just finished doing a bunch of grinding, and I was actually able to get some really good stuff. As you can probably tell, I got a new weapon. I actually got the legendary. I got the Overlord Mana Blade, and on top of that, I also got the Warrior legendary, the Overlord Rage Blade. Yeah, it's crazy. I've gone so long without getting a legendary, and then I got 2 in the same dungeon. The Warrior one's actually a little bit better. I was also able to get some good armor. For Warriors, I got this Overlord Warrior armor. Overlord is the best armor from Canals. They've got 2 classes. They've got this, here's the normal type, Rogue Warrior. I got a blue version of that. And then the Overlord is basically better. It's kind of like the legendary armor from Canals. Yeah, I actually also got an Overlord Mage Robe, but it's the gray version. So it's decently worse than this one. I didn't really have much luck helmet-wise. For some reason, I was able to get legendaries more easily than decent helmets. But I ended up getting a green mage helmet and a green warrior helmet. And this purple helmet's actually a guardian helmet. And here are my new spells. Here's the really good mage spell. It's called Vortex. It's basically very similar to Illusion Blast. It gives you a speed boost and it damages anything inside of the circle. But yeah, this is basically just a little bit stronger than the Illusion Blast. We also got the warrior version of this. This one's called Blade Storm. Let me show you what this looks like. But it basically does the same thing as Vortex. It circles around, killing anything that's inside of that circle, and it gives you a speed boost. And here's another mage spell that I got. This is called Forgotten Army. It's basically the new Phantom Flames. It works almost exactly the same. It puts down a rectangle. Let me do it over here. It puts down a rectangle basically just like Phantom Flames, and then it has those ghosts running around. But it basically just damages them over time. It's just a stronger version of Phantom Flames. I don't see people use this that often though, because the cooldown's still pretty long. I think you're better off using the other ones, like Tsunami I think is much stronger than Forgotten Army, due to the much shorter cooldown. And for warriors, we also got Blade Revolver. I don't see people use this that often, but this is what it does. It basically pulls out it's kind of like a gun. It's shooting a bunch of swords kind of in a gun fashion. It sounds like a gun when you're using it. But yeah, the best spell for mages from this dungeon is definitely Vortex. And then for warriors, Blade Storm. Yeah, and I really tried to get better helmets, but I just was not having luck. I tried a bunch, and green's the best I could get. I actually think for Ghastly Harbor, I think I'm going to switch to warrior, just because I like how the electric slash, I like how it works better than Tsunami. And we'll need to use electric slash in Ghastly Harbor. Plus, I just kind of want to mix it up, but mage and warrior are very similar from this point on. And I do have better warrior armor. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video.